Stand in the name of Mr. Aurangzeb, Minister for Finance. Second, in the name of Mr. Moin, Pirzada. Third, in the name of Ali Muhammad Khan. Fourth, in the name of Aliya, Kamran and Professor Ghafoor, Haideri. Fifth, in the name of Zartaj. Sixth, in the name of Syed Rafiullah. Seventh, in the name of Mr. Amjad Ali Khan. Eighth, in the name of Mr. Mobeen Arif. Ninth, in the name of Muhammad Moazzam Ali Khan. 10th, in the name of Zartaj Gul. 11th, in the name of Sayyid Rafiullah Sahab. 12th, in the name of Mr. Ayub Omar Sahab. 13th, in the name of Hassan Nawaz Sahab. 14th, in the name of Usama, Ahmed, Mela Sahab and others. 15th, in the name of Hassan Nawaz Sahab and others. 16th, in the name of Ali Asghar Khan Sahab and others. 17th, in the name of Mr. Umar Ayub Khan and others. 18th, in the name of Mr. Usama, Ahmed and others. 19th, in the name of Ali Gohar Sahab and others. 20th, in the name of Mr. Ayub Umar Sahab and others. 21st, in the name of Muhammad Aamer Dogar Sahab and others. 22nd, in the name of Aisha Nazir and others. 23rd, in the name of Shabir Ali Qureshi Sahab and others. 24th, in the name of Mujahid Ali Sahab and others. 25th, in the name of Ali Khan Jadoon Sahab and others. 26th, in the name of Sharam Khan Sahab and others. 27th, in the name of Malik Muhammad Aamer Dogar Sahab and others. 28th, in the name of Mr. Amjad Ali Khan Sahab and others. 29th, in the name of Shariar Afridi Sahab and others. 30th, in the name of Shandana Gulzar Sahiba and others. 31st, in the name of Fazal Ahmed Khan Sahab and others. 32nd, in the name of Khwaja Shiraz Sahab and others. 33rd, in the name of Mr. Salim Rahman Sahab and others. Now I call upon Mr. Aurangzeb, Minister of Finance, to move amendment.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, A in Subclause 3 in proposed Section 6A in Subsection 1 in the proviso after the word section, the expression 154 and shall be inserted. B, Clause 14, the following shall be substituted, namely, number 14 in Section 65F in Subsection 1. For Clause A, the following shall be substituted, namely, A, persons engaged in coal mining projects in Sindh to the extent the income is derived from supplying coal to power generation projects. C, in Subclause 18 in the proposed Section 114C, number 1 in Subsection 1, A in Clause C after the word investment, occurring for the second time, the words by an ineligible person shall be inserted. And B, for Clause D, the following shall be substituted, namely, D, a banking company shall not allow cash withdrawal from any of the bank accounts of any person exceeding the threshold as specified in the 15th schedule. Number 2, in Subsection 2, the expression Subclause 2 of shall be omitted. D, in Subclause 31 in the proposed Section 1A, the expression or annuity or any supplement to a pension or annuity shall be omitted. E, in Subclause 34, after paragraph A, the following B paragraph shall be inserted and the existing paragraph B shall be renumbered as paragraph C respectively, namely B, in subsection 4 after the word division, the words except in cases of public limited companies where the Commissioner may allow payment without deduction of any tax shall be inserted. F, in subclause 38, in paragraph B, the expression the Sales Tax Act 1997 of 1990 and shall be omitted. G, in subclause 39, in paragraph D, in the table in the proposed serial number 15A in column 2, for the expression Sales Tax Act 1990 and Income Tax Ordinance 2001 fails to register under the aforementioned statutes. The expression Income Tax Ordinance 2001 fails to register shall be substituted. H, in subclause 47, in paragraph A, number 1, for the expression in division 1A in clause 1 in the first proviso, for the full stop at the end, a colon shall be substituted and therefore the following new proviso shall be added, namely, provided further that where an individual is deriving income under the head income from other source on account of any annuity or pension, such individual shall be charged to tax on his annuity or pension income received at the rate provided in proviso to clause 2 of this division. And B, in clause 2 for the table, the following shall be substituted, namely, the expression in Division 1 in Clause 2 for the table, the following shall be substituted, namely, shall be substituted. Number 2, in Division 1, amended as aforesaid after the proposed table for the proposed proviso, the following shall be substituted, namely, provided that pension received by an individual from a former employer in a tax year, the rate of tax on such income shall be set out in the following table, namely, Number 1, where the amount received does not exceed rupees 10 million. Rate of tax is 0% of the amount. Number 2, where the amount received exceeds rupees 10 million, 5% of the amount in excess of rupees 10 million. Number 1, in subclause 48, in paragraph A, in subparagraph 2, in clause 57, in the proposed subclause 4, in the table, in column 1, after serial number 41, and entries relating thereto, the following new serial number and entry relating thereto in column 2 shall be added, namely, Army Officers Benevolent Fund, Bereaved Family Scheme. B, after subparagraph 2, the following new subparagraph 3 shall be added in existing clauses 3 to 9 shall be renumbered as 4 to 10 respectively, namely, number 3, after clause 65A, the following new clause shall be inserted, namely, 65B, any monetary award received from the federal or provincial government or from a public office holder by a sportsperson winning a medal in International Olympic Games representing Pakistan, provided that this clause shall be applicable from the tax year 2025. Number C, in the renumbered clause 4, in the substituted clauses 66, in the table in column 1 after serial number 47 and entries 45 and entries relating thereto, the following new serial numbers and entries relating thereto shall be added, namely Beacon House National University, Federal Azim-ud-din University, Punjab Police Welfare Organisation, Lahore. Number 2, for paragraph B, the following shall be substituted, namely B in part 2, number 1, clauses 9AC and 24CA shall be omitted, and number 2, after clause 24CA omitted as above, the following new clause shall be inserted, namely 24CB. The rate of tax under clauses B and C of subsection 1 of section 153 and subsection 1 of section 236A to be deducted and collected from the National Logistics Corporation shall be 3% of the gross amount of payment and gross sale price of a lease of the right to collect tolls respectively, provided that the tax so deductible and collected shall be minimum tax, and in case the normal income tax chargeable under Division 2 of Part 1 of First Schedule on the taxable income of the taxpayer is higher than the amount of tax under this clause, the taxpayer shall be liable to pay the normal income tax. J, in the proposed 15th schedule, number 1, in the heading for the words value fixation for specified economic transactions by ineligible persons, the words threshold for economic transactions shall be substituted, and thereafter for the word value, the word threshold shall be substituted. And number 2, in the table in column 1, serial number 4 and entries relating thereto in columns 2, 3, 4 and 5 shall be omitted, and serial number 5 shall be renumbered as serial number 4. And B, in serial number 4, renumbered as aforesaid in column 2, the expression 2 shall be omitted. Thank you.
Now I call upon Mohammed Moin Aamer Pirzada साहब, इन्होंने तो इनकी ड्रॉप हो गई थी, Ali Mohammed Khan साहब to move amendment. Not present. अच्छा है, ये नहीं है, एक हल्का नहीं छोड़ सकता, एक नेशनल असेंबली नहीं छोड़ सकता, और एक रेंज रोवर नहीं छोड़ सकता. इमामत, फातिया, हल्का और रेंज रोवर. जी.
Thank you, sir. I want to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, number 1, in subclause 47 in paragraph A, in subparagraph B, in table, against serial number 4, 5 and 6 for the expressions 23%, 30% and 35% votes, 13%, 20% and 25% shall be substituted. Number 2, in subclause 47 in paragraph A, subparagraph 6 shall be omitted, and in number 3, in subclause 48, paragraph C, in proposed clause 3A, in the second proviso, the words shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted.
The Minister Sahab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
The Ms. Aliya Kamran Sahab.
I want to move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Class 8, in subclass 47 in paragraph A, in subparagraph B in table against serial number 4, 5 and 6 for the expressions 23%, 30% and 35% words 30%, 20% and 25% shall be substituted. Number 2, sir. In subclass 47 in paragraph A, subparagraph 6 shall be omitted and number 3, in subclass 48 in paragraph C in the proposed clause 3A, in the second proviso, the words and expressions shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted.
Shukriya. Minister Sahab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Thank you. Next amendment, Zartaj Gul Sahib.
Thank you, Speaker Sahab. I rise to move that the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 after subclause 14, the following new subclause 14A shall be inserted, namely 14A in section 65J in subsection 3 after paragraph B, the following new paragraph C shall be added, namely C, profits derived from investment in green energy technologies including solar, wind, green batteries, electric vehicles or any other technologies as may be notified by the federal government shall be exempted for a period of 10 years provided that such investment involve at least 60% domestic value addition. Thank you, sir.
Shukriya. Minister Sahab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Ji, next hai, now I call upon Syed Rafiullah to move the amendment. ये withdraw गई है. Now I call upon Mr. Amjad Ali Khan. मौजूद हैं? जी, Amjad Ali Khan साहब का माइक खोलें.
I wish to move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in subclause 48 in paragraph C in the proposed clause 3A in the second proviso, the words and expression shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted.
Minister Sahab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Mobeen Arif to move the amendment.
Assalamu alaikum ji. Sir, I raise to move that in Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in subclause 48 in paragraph C in the proposed clause 3A in the second proviso, the words and expression shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted.
I oppose, sir.
Moazzam Ali Khan.
(2025) as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in subclause 48 in paragraph C in the proposed clause 3A in the second proviso, the word and expression shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted.
Minister Sahab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Ms. Zartaj Gul Sahiba to move the amendment.
Thank you, Speaker Sahib. I rise to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee, in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 3, Section 6A, shall be omitted. Thank you, sir.
Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Mr. Omar Ayub to move the amendment. Not present. Now I call upon Hassan Nawaz Sahib.
Shukriya, sir. I beg to move that the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause B, Clause 8, after Sub-Clause 14, the following new sub-clauses 14A shall be deducted. 14A, after Section 65G, the following new Section 65H shall be inserted. 65H, agriculture undertaking that incorporative yield, incentive, modern technology and the infrastructure shall be allowed to tax credit as prescribed by the federal government.
Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
I oppose, sir.
Thank you. Now I call upon Mr. Usama Ahmed Mela.
Sir, I move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 7, in Paragraph A, in the first proviso to the proposed Clause Q, the words directly purchased from the growers shall be omitted.
Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
Oppose it.
Now I call upon Mr. Hassan Nawaz Khan Sahib.
I beg to move that the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 7, the Paragraph B, after the proposed Clause S, the following proviso shall be added, provided that this clause shall not be applied on agriculture products.
Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
I oppose.
Now I call upon Ali Asghar Khan Sahib.
Speaker Sahib, I seek to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 13, in the proposed Section 63A, after the words, flats having total area up to 2,000 square feet, the words, in an area where the fair market value of house, plot or flat does not exceed 10 million rupees, in accordance with Section 8 of the Income Tax Ordinance 2001, shall be inserted.
Shukriya. Minister Saab, do you oppose?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Muhammad Ali Sarfaraz to move the amendment.
Speaker Sahib, I wish to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, Sub-Clause 18 shall be omitted.
Shukriya. Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
I oppose.
Now I call upon Mr. Usama Ahmed Mela to move the amendment.
Sir, I move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee, in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 16, the following shall be added.
Minister Saab, do you oppose it?
I oppose it, sir.
Puri nahi padhi hai?
Abhi shuru ki thi, sir. Sir, I move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee, in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 16, the following shall be added. And in Subsection 4 of Section 100C, after Clause D, new Clause DA shall be inserted, as the total business income of the organization, including that of its subsidiaries, shall not exceed 1 million rupees.
Ji, Minister Sahib, do you
Ji,
oppose?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Mr. Gohar Ali Khan to move the amendment. Gohar Ali Khan Sahib. Azim-ud-din Sahib hai. Azim-ud-din Sahib, move kare amendment.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that in Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, Subclass 20, 28 and 29 shall be omitted.
Ji, Minister Sahib, do you oppose it?
Ji, I oppose it.
Ji, thank you. Okay, Mobeen Arif Sahib to move the amendment.
Sir, I rise to move that in Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 after Clause 29, the following new subclause 29A shall be inserted, namely 29A. In Section 147, subsection 6C shall be omitted.
Minister Sahib, do you oppose?
I oppose, sir.
Thank you. Now I call upon Mr. Usama Ahmed Mela to move the amendment.
Sir, I move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in Subclause 34, in Paragraph B, after Subparagraph 3, the following new Subparagraph 4 shall be inserted as, in Clause 4, after Paragraph B, the following new Paragraph C shall be inserted, a process carried out to ensure that products are suitable for export to foreign markets.
Shukriya. Mr. Sahib, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose.
Ji, now I call upon Mobeen Arif to move the amendment.
Sir, I rise to move that in Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 and after Subclause 34, the following new Subclause 34A shall be inserted. 34A in Section 154, Part A in Subsection 1, the words including advance tax shall be omitted. And B in Subsection 4, for the word minimum shall replace with the word adjustable.
Shukriya. Minister Sahib, do you oppose?
Yeah, I oppose.
Ji, now I call upon Amjad Ali Khan to move the amendment.
Shukriya, Janab Deputy Speaker Sahib. I seek to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in Subclause 36 in proposed Section 175AA, for subsection 1, the following shall be substituted. Notwithstanding anything contained in any law for the time being in force, including but not limited to the Banking Companies Ordinance 1962, Section 216 of this ordinance and any regulations made under the State Bank of Pakistan Act 1956, the scheduled bank should provide access to its system to broadening of tax-based division of board for taking information regarding misdeclaration in income tax return, wealth statement, financial statement, or any other document.
Shukriya. Minister Sahib, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose, sir.
Ji, Ali Asghar Khan Sahib to move the amendment.
I seek to move, Speaker Sahib, that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, after Subclause 39, the following new Subclause 39A shall be added. 39A in Section 206A in Subsection 1, the word non-resident shall be omitted.
Minister Sahib, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Ali Khan Jadoon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in subsection 41, number 1, in the proposed first proviso to Section 214A in the end, the words from the date of original application shall be added, and the proposed section proviso, the section 214A, shall be omitted. Thank you.
Minister Saab, do you oppose?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Mr. Shahram Khan to move the amendment.
Shukriya, Janab Speaker. I move that the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Subclause 48, Para C, in proposed Clause 3A, in the second proviso, the word shall cease to have effect after tax year 2025 shall be omitted, please.
Thank you. Mr. Saab, do you oppose?
Yeah, I oppose.
Now I call upon Malik Muhammad. Aisha Nazir Sahib.
I intend to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee, in Clause 8, in Subclause 16, the following shall be added. And in subsection 4 of Section 100C, in Clause E, after the first proviso, the following second proviso shall be inserted. Provided also that where the Commissioner has not made an order of approval in writing for approval of non-profit organization before the expiration of 60 days from the date when the application of approval completed along with annexures is submitted online, the approval required under respective rule shall be deemed to have been granted by the Commissioner. Thank you.
Shukriya. Minister Saab, do you oppose?
I oppose, sir.
Now I call upon Zulfikar Ali Sahab to move the amendment. Zulfikar Ali Sahab hain? Zulfikar Ali Sahab. Amjad Ali Khan Sahab.
Come here, 67. अच्छा
अमजद अली साहब का माइक खुल गया. आप
ये तो डिप्टी स्पीकर साहब मैं ये पढ़ चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी. इसकी जगह मैं 62 पढ़ूंगा. 62
67 है
नहीं 62 67 में ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुका हूँ.
नहीं ये 67 है.
अच्छा चल दोबारा पढ़ूँ.
इसमें आपका नाम है, आप पढ़ें.
ठीक है. I wish to move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in subsection 36 in proposed section 175 AA for subsection 1 the following shall be substituted. Notwithstanding anything contained in any law for the time being in force including but not limited to the Banking Companies Ordinance 1962, Section 216 of this ordinance and any regulations made under the State Bank of Pakistan Act 1956, the scheduled bank should provide access to its system to broadening of tax base, division of board for taking information regarding misdeclaration in income tax return, wealth statement, financial statement or any other document.
जी शुक्रिया. Minister Saab, do you oppose?
I oppose.
जी, now I invite Ms. Shandana Gulzar Sahiba to move this amendment.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to move that in the Finance Bill 2025, as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, Subclause 44, for the proposed subsection 2 of Section 222, the following shall be substituted. Number 2, the Board may appoint auditors in each tax office for high-risk tax assessment evaluations. These auditors shall be appointed by the Federal Government for the period of 5 years in such numbers in accordance with such procedure and on such terms and conditions as the Federal Government may prescribe by rules, which shall be made and take effect notwithstanding anything contained in Section 237 of this Ordinance or the Federal Public Service Commission Ordinance 1977 or any other law or rules for the time being in force. Number 3. A person shall be eligible to be appointed as an auditor if he has for a period of not less than 10 years practiced professionally as a chartered accountant within the meaning of the Chartered Accountants Ordinance 1961, or has for a period of not less than 10 years practiced professionally as a cost and management accountant within the meaning of the Cost and Management Accountants Act 1966. Thank you.
Shukriya. Minister Sahab, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose.
Now I call upon Mr. Mobeen Arif to move the amendment.
Mehrbani Speaker Sahab, I move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 in Subclause 1 after Subparagraph 3, the following new Subparagraph 3A shall be inserted. 3A in Clause 27A in Paragraph A for Subparagraph 4, the following shall be substituted. Number 4, using any technology or process approved by the Engineering Development Board that was not used in Pakistan during the year of approval and the following 2 years.
Ji, Minister Sahab, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose, sir.
Ji, now I call upon Malik Muhammad Aamer Dogar Sahab. Zartaj Gul Sahib to move the amendment.
Thank you, Speaker Sir. I rise to move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8 after Subclause 50, the following new Subclause 50A shall be inserted. 50A in the 14th Schedule, A in Rule 3, first, in the table in Column 1 against serial number 1 in Column 3 for the figure 100 million, the figure 150 million shall be substituted, and second, in the table in Column 1st against serial number 2 in Column 3 for the figure 100 million and 250 million, the figure 150 million and 800 million shall be substituted. B in roll 4. Number 1 in the table in column number 1 against serial number 1 in column 3 for the figure 100 million, the figure 150 million shall be substituted, and in 2 in the table in column 1 against serial number 2 in column 3 for the figures 100 million and 250 million, the figure 150 million and 800 million shall be substituted. And thank you.
Shukriya. Minister Sahab, do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose, sir.
Ji, next amendment, Mr. Khwaja Siraj Shiraz Sahab.
Shukriya, Mr. Speaker. I move in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Sub-Clause 47 in Paragraph C, in Sub-Paragraph A in the proposed Division X for the table, the following shall be substituted. Table as mentioned, sir.
Ji,
ठीक है.
Oppose? Do you oppose?
Ji, I oppose, sir.
Now I call Mr. Gohar Ali Khan to move this amendment. Aamer Dogar Sahab. Ahmed Chattha Sahab. Baithe hain? Ji. Ahmed Chattha Sahab to move this amendment.
I would like to move that in the Finance Bill 2025 as reported by the Standing Committee in Clause 8, in Subclause 47, in Paragraph A, in Subparagraph B, for the table the following shall be substituted, namely, condition number 1, where taxable income does not exceed rupees 2.2 million, the rate of tax should be 0%. For number 2, where taxable income exceeds 2.2 million but does not exceed 3.6 million, 10% of the amount exceeding rupees 22 million, that should be the taxable range. At number 3, where taxable income exceeds rupees 3.6 million but does not exceed rupees 4.8 million, rupees 140,000 plus 20% of the amount, rupees 3 million. For number 4, where taxable income exceeds rupees 4.8 million but does not exceed rupees 5.8 million, rupees 380,000 plus 30% of the amount exceeding rupees 4.6 million. For number 5, where taxable income exceeds rupees 5.2 million but does not exceed rupees 6 million, rupees 680,000 plus 40% of the amount exceeding rupees 3.2 3.2 million. No, this is 32 million. 32 million. For number 6, where the taxable income exceeds 6 million rupees, 1 million plus 45% of the amount exceeding rupees 66 million. Thank you.
जी ठीक है शुक्रिया मिनिस्टर साहब डू यू अपोज
I oppose, sir.
जी अभी डिस्कशन होगी इस पे और पहली स्पीकर हैं जरताज गुल साहब